Good day, everyone. My name is Charles here from Crypto Grinders. So I'm here today to talk to you about state of the market. What state of the market is basically is a weekly update where we talk about price action, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and of course what happened over the week, all the latest news, and what to look out for next week. So before we get started, full disclosure here that whatever mentioned today is not meant for financial advice and should not be used as financial advice. It is all for educational purposes, and of course, whatever mentioned today is my personal opinion and how I see and my own personal view. So if you do like whatever you see and the content it will mean a lot to me if you could like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, hit the notification bell if you want the latest videos update live on to your YouTube channel as well. So if you have any feedback, do comment there. I'll be on YouTube comment, just replying some comments if you have any questions regarding the market. I would like to hear your views as well on how you see the market as well. Yeah. So of course, if you are looking for a community and is a bit lost, do join us on Telegram. We have t.me Crypto Grinders. So basically, it's an open community where you can see like-minded individual. There's no shill, no pump and dumps, no referral links. It's a very clean chat. We're all moderated, where you can talk openly and freely. We have discussions, it's a bear market. It's good to have a community where you can have trade ideas, bounce your own personal thoughts, and see what everyone thinks as well. And you're there to learn as well, of course, to know more about the market. Another thing, of course, we have CG Market Watch. So basically, it's a one-way channel where you can get live news, filtered down news by our team. And of course, technical analysis, price action, some tips and tricks on the crypto space, like probably some tips and some lessons itself, maybe like wallets and stuff like that, and all the interesting news as well to stay updated with CG in general. So without further ado, let's get started with the market. So I think we'll go through the news first. So what happened last week? A lot of things. I think there are three key news regarding the crypto space. Basically, India and Pakistan decides to cut banking ties with cryptocurrencies. So Reserve Bank of India issued an announcement on Friday saying that they'll give 3 months for everyone, the banking sector, to anyone dealing in cryptocurrencies. They have to shut down their accounts. You're not allowed to deal with anyone that buys and sells cryptocurrencies. So basically what they do is they cut the head off the dragon, basically limiting the fiat supply for people in India and Pakistan. So basically it means that it's harder for people in India to cash out their cryptocurrencies. And of course, this had a very bad effect in the Indian exchange, where Bitcoin was traded way below premium on compared to the other exchange. And this is quite bad news because this basically means India is out of the market, and it'll be making it harder for people. They have to go through OTC markets and stuff like that to get their Bitcoin. And also this means that the demand side will decrease significantly because people that are new to cryptocurrencies or people in India that want to get into cryptocurrencies can't get in because of the banking itself. So I think only the full effect will kick in 3 months' time. So another news, I think whether neutral or bullish or bearish news, I think to me, I'm personally neutral on this, that George Soros has a family office of 26 AUM. So they are planning to trade digital asset. In my personal opinion, because this line here, trade digital currency out in the last few months, I feel that they are already in the market and has been trading, because you can see that they're definitely in the market because Bitcoin has been traded much harder to trade. It's much harder to predict. So like there's a lot of fake outs, short squeeze, long stop hunts, all going on. I think fellow traders in the Bitcoin space are all suffering. Only the strong survive. That's what traders are here for. And all right, move on. Pakistan news I mentioned, and another, you can see that institutions are coming in. After Soros mentioned it 5 hours, recently, I think like 5 hours ago, this news came out that Rockefeller Fund is moving in, and like more institutions are coming in or are already in. So at the end of the day, it's a new market. I would say how to react regarding all these new financial institutions, whether would they control the market. They have a lot of experience trading both financial FX market and stocks. So you can bet that they'll do whatever it takes to get market share and get control over this cryptocurrency space. They would, of course, do all their very same shady tactics like manipulation, front running, all this kind of stuff. Even if cryptocurrencies is unregulated, you can see that the markets have been more harsh recently with all this news. So, but at the end of the day, they won't kill cryptocurrencies because they are sort of killing the golden goose. You got to understand that this is like a cash cow. No financial institution would kill it. At the end of the day, they will push it whatever in their favor, and at the end of the day, they can still earn money in the up market as well, because they would want to earn it as much as possible, and not just kill a market straight away like that. Because at the end of the day, if you believe cryptocurrencies are the future or blockchain is the future, that is what you are investing in my personal opinion. Yeah. So move on to fundamental analysis. I think Google Trends, for those that are new, Google Trends is basically, you can check like how the search history, how many people are searching about it. So let's move on to the past 12 months. You can see that is sort of mimicking Bitcoin price or cryptocurrency price in general. We had a very peak interest in November up to December, and we started trading downwards all the way January, and now interest has sort of died. Like everyone's calling Bitcoin is dead. Yeah, so again, I can see that we've been trading out. Interest has not been going up as well, and this is sort of like a bad sign. I think until interest start picking up, you can see that maybe this is the end of the bear market. So next off, you can see the UTXO transaction. So basically this means that the number of transactions in the Bitcoin blockchain network. So you can see that it is also based on the fundamental news that fundamental analysis that network effects basically means that more transactions equal Bitcoin should have a higher price, because more transactions with a limited supply would increase price, and it so far has been mimicking well. UTXO has been increasing over the bull run, but then we started having a declining UTXO, less transactions on the network. But one thing interestingly, I think that everyone should notice is that you can see over here that we are in sort of like a consolidation, sort of slight uptrend. You can see that transactions have sort of increased. So this to me is an indicator that sort of like market sentiment is sort of switching, or transaction output has been increasing, meaning you could see that this is sort of like not say a very bullish sign, but it's a healthy sign that maybe this is the end of the bear market. So you can always think that Bitcoin, if you're valuable and bullish on it, this is a good fundamental indicator to see where the market is at. So I think everyone's curious to know what's going on next week, what's going to happen, and price action, and it's the most important thing ever. So I'm filming this on a Sunday. We're left around like 8 more hours before the candle closes, so a lot could happen prior to this. But so far we are traded in the range of the previous candle. You can see that previous week we sold down quite aggressively. We break out of this triangle, which is a key triangle, and then we sort of traded downwards aggressively. And then now we are sort of finding consolidation over here in this period. We are trading intraday, intra-week, meaning that we didn't trade below this week at all or trade above this week at all. So the question now is really, will the price, will this be a pause in the downtrend, meaning that downtrend will just continue next week, we'll just trade downwards and start trending downwards more? Or would this signify a reversal and we can see more upside in the following weeks? So I think it will be important to see lower time frames to see what really going on. So you can see that selling pressure over the week, over the days have been very aggressive at the start. Then it sort of decreased a bit, and now it's sort of tapered down. And you can see price is holding nicely around this 6.7 to 6.4 region. It touches 1, 2, 3, 4 times itself, and I think that this is a key support level. But the problem with key support level is that if we do not bounce above it immediately, and I feel that if we do retest the support again, it will become a weak support, and if we do crack this support, you can see panic that definitely we are going to go to 5.9 and 5.6 area, and possibly we'll go even to the 4.8 to 4.6k level. So this support is very important for the bulls to hold, and if we can't maintain such momentum, we'll probably see more downside. Yep. But with that said, there might be some bullish price action. Looking in the indicators, you can see that there is a bullish divergence. You can see that we're trading a lower low, but at the same time we're trading a lower high. So this on the daily itself is a bullish divergence, is sort of a good indicator that maybe you can see some reversal and some upside for the next few days. Whether how high it goes is another question, and whether, because at the end of the day you can see that this red line marks out there are resistance level. So I see supported here become resistance, supported here become resistance, support become resistance, resistance, and you can see that we have a lot of uphill battle to climb. Like even if we do bullish, I'll say that I'll be relatively quite comfortable being bullish when we trade above the 200 EMA. So which is over here, like that. Once we trade above the 200 EMA, or if we break above 12K, where I'll start seeing that, okay, we are going poised for another bull run and stuff like that for the year. So these are all macro views and long-term trading views. So you can see that price is way traded below the 200 EMA, which is still a bad sign. And you can see each time we touch the 200 EMA, this is the first time that we crack below it. We have some resistance here, we break above, but then this became resistance, like we just touch here, and then we just go down from here. So I think the most bullish scenario from what I can see is that maybe we have some upside over next week, and we'll start testing this 200 EMA. Whether we break through or not is another question, and then from there maybe we'll just whack down here, and then we'll start trending downwards until we find a new level of support where more buyers are there to support the price. Yep. So at the end of the day, I think the market sentiment is that everyone wants cheap Bitcoin, and everyone's calling for 3K and stuff like that. But the problem with that is that if everyone wants that, I mean, most likely it might happen, but most often it doesn't really happen to what you really want it to happen, if you know what I mean. It's like you always want something, you don't usually get what you want. Yeah. Okay, I hope I make sense. Alright, so let's move on to other indicators, my other favorite indicators. Oh yeah, also shout out to all the crypto traders on Twitter. You've been a great source of inspiration, like CryptoCred, CryptoDog, Cash. I've been learning a lot from Twitter from you guys. It really helped on my trading, see your views, see what it is. Crypto Picasso as well, I think, if I got it right. Yeah, and of course the Ichimoku Master. Yeah, so thank you so much for all the advice, and just shout out to you guys as well. But okay, let's move on back to price. Okay, on the cloud wise, you can see that we are trading below the cloud. For those that don't know about Ichimoku cloud, basically this is a bearish cloud. So if price is traded below the cloud, meaning we are in bear territory. If it's traded above the cloud, we are in bullish territory. We've been trading in bear territory since 13K. So we've been bearish all along. You can see that. So technically the trend, when we break this cloud, when we're trading below, you're always looking for shorts instead of longs. So whenever price goes up, you start shorting it. Whenever price goes up, you start shorting it. Wherever it hits the cloud, you can see it hits the cloud here, it starts shorting it and stuff like that. So we are in the bear trend until proven otherwise. But you can see that this is quite an interesting week up ahead, because over here we have thin resistance line where cloud is thin, where we have a chance of breaking out. So you can see that this is sort of like a nice chance for us to really break out above the 200 EMA and break out over the Kijun and Tenkan line, and we break through the cloud, and maybe we can see some bullish price action once we trade above the cloud. But for now, we are still in bearish territory. Keep your stops tight, and as well, if you do enter long entries, do take profit early, because market turns very fast in bullish bearish area, because you are doing a counter trend trade. You are basically swimming across the swimming across the ocean, like the river flow, like a salmon. Yeah, like a salmon when you enter long trade. Okay, that's quite lame, but okay. Moving on to lower time frames. All right, let's move up the indicators, moving out so it doesn't get messy. So you can see that we've been traded up, rising wedge, bear flag, and then from there we traded up. Always nice patterns, very nice patterns. But you can see that we form a nice triangle from there, and now we're starting a breakout above. So now the question is whether will we sustain, or is this a fake out and then we start trading downwards from here, just get whacked down all the way here. But I did give to the premium members over here, CG premium members, that this is a good long entry for a short-term trade up to at least 8K or 7.9K. I mean, provided we break the resistance of 7.5. So this is TP1, TP2. Stop losses are over here at 6.3. Yeah, long entry over here after the breakout. Yeah, so this is quite a nice high probability trade, and we'll see how it works from there. So over the weeks, I think even for the most bullish scenario, my personal opinion is that we'll see some upside. If we do see some upside, we'll still face a lot of resistance, and in each level we will see some downside from there. But if we start seeing some downside, I'll be ready to exit my positions to be in fiat so that I could buy a Bitcoin at a lower price. And because to me, I feel that if we touch this support one more time, we will definitely crack it, and we will break into lower levels, because support tested multiple times will become weak, and it will just break through, and then from there it will become resistance, and then we'll form a new level and a new range. So with that said, Bitcoin is still not out of the water. Crypto itself is not out of the waters. So do be careful out there. Do understand the market you're in, and I hope you find this video useful. And if you do like it, do like, subscribe, share, and comment everything about it. And from there, take care and see y'all in the next State of the Market.